Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Here today we will be watching a few of these classic shows that took place in 2009 in Western Australia with a little federation known as SPWS, Suburban Perth Wrestling Society. And with me right now is the founders, the Suburban Nightmare Dark Ice and Killawatt Kaos. Guys, welcome.
Thanks for having us. It's going to be great.
Excellent.
Great.
And good to have you here. Been looking forward to this for a long time. These are things that have been in the vault for a while and haven't been released to the public as of yet. So we'll be doing a little director's commentary of what's been taking place on these shows back in the day.
Not a worry.
So
Awesome.
We'll get to it right now. This show is Hardcore Beginning. The very first SPWS event, and it's underway.
Let's go.
And we're straight underway, aren't we? Straight into the first match here, guys.
Yeah, I don't think entrances were made for this one.
Oh, at least not for these guys.
Yeah, we had these guys come on. They volunteered to show up for us, basically to put on an exhibition match, so it wasn't just a one-match card. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah. And I've just realised with the microphone being plugged in, you actually can't get audio out of the laptop anyway, so we're watching this in silence.
Oh, damn.
But when you're watching this at home, ladies and gentlemen, you will have the sound, obviously, as you're hearing it right now, so it's all good for you. Might be a little awkward for us, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, I think we'll be just fine.
So how did you guys get in contact with the ICWS originals here, MC Cruel and Dan Zeplin?
Oh, I think actually Ice can take this one down because Ice was the one that originally wanted to reach out to Dan Zeplin, if I'm correct. You're the one that showed me my first ICWS video as well.
Well, I'm glad you know that much, because I don't remember shit. As you may have heard in my previous podcast, I'm not very good with my memory.
Yeah, that did happen from time to time.
But basically, we met these guys in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Met Dan Zeplin first because he was wearing a dope Parkway Drive t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
metal,
correct.
metal was our thing, so
Gotcha, yeah.
we started getting talking, and then we obviously later down the track found out we had common interest in wrestling in general, and found out these guys had their own fed.
Yep.
And we searched them up, looked for them, and I guess from there we decided we wanted to do our own thing, and we didn't really see much hardcore in them, so we thought, why don't we do one and make it a hardcore federation?
Yep, excellent.
A bit of encouragement, whatnot, from Combat Zone Wrestling.
Yep.
We used to watch a lot of when we weren't watching cat videos.
Yep.
That's it.
Wanted to form your own little ultra-violent backyard wrestling group.
Yep.
And that's it, and of course, as you see, we've got a step ladder and a couple of little things. We basically raided my granddad's shed.
And you found that very little cookie tin there.
Yes.
Makes a hell of a sound.
Yeah, it does. It actually does. And you know what? It really makes your ears ring. And that's a very hard punching bag, I should know.
Yeah.
I've definitely broken my knuckles on that thing.
Well, yeah.
Basically, when we started this, these guys wrestling, doing their thing, we actually wrestled for MVs. So basically, we'd go out there, we'd never release the raw footage.
Gotcha.
So it would just be music video highlights, so you'd never hear anything. So every now and then, as we're going through this, you'll probably hear calling spots and a couple of things like that, but it was all part of wrestling for the MV, which wasn't really great, but we thought it was cool at the time.
Of course. And that's something that's always been prevalent in a lot of backyard wrestling, a lot of groups, especially over East. All I found of footage of theirs was all music videos, all clipped videos. It's never the full raw footage. So I think it's just something that was, a prevalent thing in backyard wrestling in the 2000s. One fun fact I did want to state was that Dan Zeplin and MC Cruel are the only two to have the distinction of having a singles match at ICWS, SPWS, and XCW.
That is correct, yes.
Yes.
Now I come to think about it.
Yep, and it's just pretty cool that the first ever SPWS match is between these two legends here.
Yeah, well, they're basically in the same kind of category. If you were to put, Ice and Chaos, we always debuted together.
Yeah.
You know, that's your two picks. You know, that's your winning combination.
Exactly.
If you're gonna make a debut. So
Yeah.
I must also add that as extreme as we were, no one was allowed to go into the veggie patch.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was uncool.
that would be a big no-no.
So as you can see, we didn't have a proper base and things like that, so it was more about the hardcore element rather than the wrestling element. As you see, these guys just constantly hitting each other with weapons. The tennis racket here.
Yeah, and this is just, this is bare bones backyard wrestling. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You just need a patch of grass, maybe a mattress for high impact moves. That's all you really need. That's the only elements that are necessary if you need to put on a backyard wrestling show.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
Nut shots there, obviously that's a frequent thing. It's just our go-to thing, nut shots.
yeah, nut shots, weapon shots. Now these two seem to be having quite the cranking little match here.
Well, that's it, and of course we've got this very handsome ref here as well.
Yeah, look at that
Old
baby
stud
face.
muffin.
Fucking dirty sock wearing motherfucker.
Well, of course, she's very uncomfortable when you're a referee. Now there's a story behind this. This is a very big fly swatter.
Yes.
That if you actually, most of the time you hit a fly with it, it actually goes through the grooves of the fly swatter. So we thought it's better if we actually smack little teeny boppers with it.
Gotcha. Is that a file?
I
is.
believe
Clipboard,
so.
a
I'm pretty
clipboard.
sure that's my resume. It's useless
Clipboard. And
anyway.
I see some handcuffs there, Chaos. Is that from your sex dungeon?
That is. That I had a spare pair anyway, so you just look in my closet and just grab whatever you want.
Yeah.
Of course, the old Baba Yaga broomstick,
Yep.
batting away those greasy wogs that try to steal your olives.
And this match has descended into madness here.
It has. That's exactly what we wanted from the Federation. These guys wanted to wrestle, and we said, "No, you gotta, go out there and hit each other with weapons, because that's what this Federation is."
Yeah, man.
Like, you don't do that, you don't come back.
Oh, and a great manoeuvre there from Dan Zeplin. I don't think I've ever seen him hit that one since. The reverse
SPWS
Russian leg
special.
sweep. And then kick out there. I like the way that you announced a 2 count there, Icy Boy.
Yeah, I had to let the guy, the timekeeper, know what was going on.
Icy cone.
Oh man, and a spike DDT. That's one of the highlights of all the MVs I've seen of SPWS is that DDT.
That DDT.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I said one of them.
Ice's
You
gears
shut
are
your
turning in his
face.
head at this moment. He's probably thinking,
Oh,
"I'm gonna
really?
out spike Dan Zeplin."
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just watching this match going, okay.
Well, I love that. I love the throw on the bed.
MC
That's one of
Cruel
my
going for the freight train here.
Oh,
One of his patented moves.
I love how our like wrestling mat looks like a Twix bar. It's in like 2 bits. There we
I
go.
like the effort to put the blanket over it so
Well, that's
you don't
it.
get the
Yeah,
mattress
well,
dirty.
it was 2 mattresses side by
Ah,
side,
gotcha.
so put it over one. That's our base. We're sorted.
That's
right
all you
here.
need, man. It's more than XCW had.
There we go.
Oh, and it's
Super kick
super
into the
kick
clipboard.
onto the hard mattress.
Could that be all?
There's no giving.
Oh man, and Zeppelin kicks out of the last
That's my
second.
boy. That's my boy.
So how do you feel, someone like MC Cruel, not known for his hardcore antics, how do you feel he meshed with the hardcore environment?
Yeah, he was okay. He was always outgoing, which I liked. Always good for a chat, and he was very funny, so we didn't really mind. But we did tell him, we are a hardcore fed, so you're going to have to swing a few chairs and that.
Yeah.
He didn't mind at all, of course, for his ex-best friend, I guess I'd have to say, Dan Zeplin.
Yep.
So he didn't mind smacking him with a chair or two, or a Baba Yaga broomstick.
Oh god.
It's another thing, as you saw there, it was a pretty lazy setup into the scissor kick there, but obviously that's because of the MV. Like the setup won't be there. But
Exactly.
The scissor kick itself would be in the MV.
Gotcha. Curb stomp. Right into the nice soft mattress there.
Yeah, got him right between the
Got to
gap, too.
suspend disbelief though when you're watching backyard wrestling. You see stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it. You suspend that disbelief, you believe it hurt.
Well,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I saw a few teeth fly out, so...
Well, a great little battle so far. These two are going right to the time limit, it seems. That's
The what?
What time limit?
No time limits.
no time limits in SPWS? My
Nah.
bad.
We have a .0005 second count out on the veggie garden, though, so... You could easily win a match if you did that.
Yeah.
The wall itself, though, that wasn't out of bounds. Just as long as you didn't fall into the veggie patch, you wouldn't have to have your throat slit.
Yeah. Whose veggie patch is that?
That veggie patch was created by my grandmother, Debriela, in the late 80s. And
Yep.
then got taken over by me. That's why it's so, I guess, scarce with the vegetation at the moment, because I was just starting in my horticulture. Or agriculture, I should say.
Agriculture.
Uh,
As you see, we do have fresh meat wrestling each other at the moment, so...
And these days you're certainly into the horticulture. Yeah, getting
Yeah,
that
you
pussy. Boom. Yeah. All right. Teeing off here is the future cannibal Dan Zeplin.
Backhand or forehand, which is better, MC?
What do you guys think of Dan Zeppelin's little blonde streaks in his hair?
I think that's what drew me to him being my favourite wrestler in ICWS. You know, it's a bit different. Clearly Seth Rollins.
He was Seth
copied
Rollins
Dan
before
Zeppelin.
Seth Rollins
Yeah.
was a thing.
I always wondered when Dan Zeppelin was actually going to sue Seth Rollins. So Seth, if you're listening to this podcast, which I'm pretty sure you are, we're coming for you, nigga.
Oh shit!
Is this coming up to the powerbomb attempt from MC Cruel?
How do you know this information if you haven't seen the show?
I've seen it before. I've seen it before. The others
Yes,
out there have
yes,
not.
it is coming up to the finish.
I can't wait.
Well, you're gonna have to.
I can't.
We're doing a podcast.
That's true. MC Cruel battling here, belting him even more with the badminton
Oh, as if that's.
spanking
You know,
him in the bum.
That's non-consensual.
I
and
can't
don't agree
remember
with
the
that.
MV, but I really hope that wasn't in there. Because they were soft shots. They were piss poor.
And he's compiling the weapons there into one spot,
Having a good
setting
old
him
chat.
up. Here
Here it comes.
I mean, of all people being incapable of power bombing. Oh, do it
that
again,
was
do it again.
Terrible. Yep, that's them. Do it again. Fuck the spot up.
Completely
Wrestling to the MV.
board.
So.
Wrestling for the MV. This is what it is sometimes.
Oh, man, like.
We're only young at this stage.
I must say,
Yeah,
Dan Zeppelin is heavier. than
2009,
that.
so myself and Chaos were only 17, so these boys 3 years younger than us.
That's it.
These boys are 14 that we're watching right now, believe it or not.
That's true.
We're not responsible for it.
And was that a super kick there from MC Cruel?
That was obviously still not happy with the
Still happy with the
final
finish.
spot, so we're going one more time with this. This is the one he wants in the MV.
There we go.
Finally gets him up, and here it comes.
Boom!
Right onto the pile of shit.
Out like a light.
That must have been tough.
And that could be the end here for Dan Zeppelin.
And it is.
Future SPWS heavyweight champion gets pinned in the first SPWS match at Hardcore Beginning. And quite the battle between the two.
Yeah.
A different environment as well for them, as they're probably used to being on the base at this point in ICWS.
Yeah, which obviously was double what our mattress was right here, so they had a lot more room in ICWS to move around.
Yeah.
So to pull out wrestling moves and things that they did in this match was pretty fantastic. And,
I think they adapted well.
yeah, surely did, and I'm just stoked that we got to have these guys in the undercard.
Yeah. And here we go, the main event of Hardcore Beginning, whilst Chaos waters the plants. And and here he comes, almost unrecognisable to the current day Chaos. Look at him.
Acknowledges the crowd.
And immediately right on my
And
arse.
I mean, my original plan at this point was actually to wrestle the whole match with the mask on.
Yeah.
So I've debuted with the mask, and
Yep.
as you'll see shortly, the mask falls off, and then that's when I've decided, nah, that's just gonna be an entrance mask from now on. So
Good call.
as you see, we didn't give a fuck what we did.
But you can tell immediately you guys must have had several practice runs, you know. Well, I mean, obviously not practicing this choreograph. It's not a choreographed match, is it? You guys went out there and improvised most of the time, didn't you?
Yeah,
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
definitely. I think we're the kings of improvising.
But you guys would have had several trial runs previously,
Oh,
just
yeah.
you two battling back
Oh,
and
yeah.
forth, right?
Oh, very
Always.
much so. We used to set that mattress. That's actually that base that you can see used to get set on fire. And we used to take bumps onto it.
Got ya. Because you can already notice that, you know, despite the fact Dan and MC Cruel more experienced backyard wrestlers, you guys already seem a lot more comfortable out there in that environment.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
It's just we're just so reckless. Like we've always been that way, and a lot of practice matches in the pools, doing flips and shit. And
Yeah.
just anywhere we walk or go at night, we just grab anything we find and always hit each other with it. And yeah, that was a shocking DDT, I know, but
That's okay. That's
I
okay.
didn't know what to do.
These things happen, and you guys have certainly improved tenfold
Hey, that's my
over
coat,
the
son of a
years,
bitch.
but this has already got off to a quite interesting start. A lot of intensity between you two.
Yeah, and that's what we were going for from the start.
Are you guys thinking you got the ICWS boys there, you want to prove yourselves?
Yeah, pretty much.
I just kind of wanted to kick your ass again. Like,
No, you didn't.
I always love fighting you, man.
Oh, shut up.
And I wonder what have happened to that cookie tin.
That was his HQ Monaro cookie tin. Yeah.
Really?
That was.
Yeah, that was a cherished possession, wasn't it, Chaos?
It wasn't until, you know.
That would be something that would be in the Western Australian Backyard Wrestling Museum.
Oh, definitely.
This steel chair,
That chair, that noise that
that
it makes.
is not an original seat on it.
No.
That's actually a piece of metal we've
Yes.
screwed into it.
That's brilliant.
It's not soft.
And that's what you want from those chairs, because the seats that you get from them just
Yeah.
pop off within a couple of chair shots.
Yeah.
And what's that he's got there? Is that a
It's a drum skin, if I'm.
Yeah.
drum skin? Very
Yeah.
good.
Of course, yes, we are the most metalist guys, so why not use a bit of the musical instruments that we aspire to learn?
Got a crowd of two in the background.
Yes.
So when you guys made the decision to do this first show, did you have any ideas in mind about what the concept was going to be? Was it just going to be these two matches? Were you going to have a title on the line, or did you just want to get through that first event before thinking about those things?
I think we just really wanted to have fun. We've never really filmed our wrestling before. We always just kind of went out there and had fun and
Yeah, like
did our own thing.
from what I remember, I don't think we were actually going to film this event. We were just going to have it.
Oh, really?
And yeah, then I think it was Dan actually said, "Do you guys want this filmed? Do you want to make an MV?" Yeah, cool. Let's do that. And that's how obviously that came about, the MV concept.
Yeah, fucking brilliant
And,
idea, hey?
Yeah.
Considering, you know, with XCW, I think the first 5 events we didn't fucking film. And then someone came up with a brilliant idea, and it's like, oh, we should have filmed it, then we could have watched it.
Yeah, and that's the
There's the
best part.
SPWS gym, if that we just passed.
Yeah, like right now, watching back now, it's just awesome. Just
Very
knowing
good.
that we filmed our
Shall
first
we
ever
interrupt you?
match.
Yeah.
We filmed our shows,
Longest
and we
bulldog.
can look back on
And
it.
you can, I mean, I would kill to watch the first event that I was ever a part of, even like when I was like 12, like,
Yeah.
just to see how terrible I was or whatever, because I'm sure it was bad. But those chair shots, I love that chair. I love that
Well, I
chair.
don't like the way I set those chair shops up because I'm doing like a little fucking What was that? I mean,
Am I-
that was a shit logo.
Am I detecting you're both in socks here?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
definitely.
Right. No. In our eyes, they're boots, man.
But I'm seeing like the similarities between XCW and SPWS are so prevalent here because we wrestled in socks. Well, I don't know why we didn't wear our
I
shoes.
don't know if you can
either.
see
so
on the
much better.
footage right now, but I've actually got WWE logos on my socks.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
like, we are the real deal.
You're
at
the
this
real
point.
deal, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure in
Oh,
great
oh.
chaos fashion I've got odd socks. So I am quite odd.
Up to
I
the
don't know
brick
what I'm-
paving here. Oh wait, he's gone up to the brick paving to go down to the step ladder and misses.
And just a hard bump on the base.
That's one bad thing about being fat, you know you're going to hit the ground harder.
That's true.
Another fun fact, the base was actually made of mattress and ginger soles.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I never.
It was a red-headed twins, and me and I had great fun on them mattresses with them.
I mean, so are you guys definitely classifying this as your debut backyard wrestling match? You
Yes.
don't. All the other untaped battles that you had, do you
Well,
count them at all?
Chaos. I'd never had a backyard wrestling match, but I know Chaos has had a couple of matches himself, either on trampolines or just against for sale signs against his mates.
Well, we had the Burmese bomber, Aaron Bolton. I had a great feud with him. And even Alex Stone.
Yeah, Alex Stone about 2-3 years before this.
Wait, the Burmese bomber. Wait,
Yeah.
who the hell is this guy? We need to get him to make a return.
That, by the
he's
way,
great.
just to
That's
cut out
my
that,
mama.
that's Josh's mum. Rest in peace.
R.I.P..
Gorgeous lady.
Yes.
She,
They didn't mind us going through
I
this.
don't remember you guys going.
This
through
is
the
a
house.
clean log house, might I add.
That door that we
Yes,
just
it's
passed,
nice.
that door we just passed is Granddad Drago.
Yeah, he's the CEO of SPWS.
He's in that room right now reviewing WWE tapes from the late 80s.
Yes, he actually is. And right now he's probably scared watching his
Yeah,
his
he's
window,
looking out the window.
seeing
crapping
his
himself.
grandson getting beaten in the head.
I'm surprised you didn't come out and sit there and watch.
He did.
I love that. I love that
No,
cute
you
little
don't.
hop. That cute little.
That's my insecurity. Did you like it? That's my
That's
insecurity.
that's gonna become a gif.
Oh,
The dark eyes, cute hop. It reminds me of the Superman punch. It's a little hop.
I always loved these palm trees. I've always ever since I was a kid. It's like one of my childhood homes right here as well. So,
look at that.
Zoom in on the dick.
There's about 20 centimeters between my balls
see,
and the tree, but I hurt like fuck.
and his ice is literally holding down his dick there.
Damn right.
Can't hit the cameraman. Cameraman's not in this match.
This match is only halfway through right at this point. You guys have now moved to the front yard. Horse count anywhere.
And give a props to the cameraman at the moment, not the one we're watching from, but the cameraman that was on the fence just before.
Yes.
Is Alan, Captain Slow the Opera.
We want a
So
cheese.
shout out to Alan, thanks for coming to both our events and doing some filming for us.
You still owe me a bottle of Cougar.
So number one fan there.
Also,
I think you just wanted to come over for a drink.
yeah,
That's a cheese grater. I'm not scratching Dark Ice's head. That is a very tiny cheese grater. It's literally a comedic cheese grater.
Pull
It's the
your
only one we
pants
can
up.
find.
yeah.
Pull your pants up.
So is the plan always to move it on out the front of the house and keep going from there?
I don't think
Awesome.
it was.
No?
Nah,
EP
No,
dub.
definitely
it was on the
not.
spot, so let's go to the park.
AC
Alright, let's
dub.
go to the park.
We're up. It's AP dub
And,
sound.
yeah,
Oh, what the hell?
did not know what was in store for us once we got there.
This pathway literally has my blood, sweat, and tears on it. As you can
He's got
see, my
blood. Oh my
diabetes
God.
is kicking in.
For a second then I thought it was Mike Delcano wrestling.
I must point out as well, although I'm wearing a New Jersey Devils hockey jersey, I'm actually a New York Rangers fan.
I'm happy everyone at home now is all cleared up about that ice.
See, now this is the problem.
Yeah, I
found
don't
myself-
want any Americans that are listening to get the impression that I'm a Devils fan. Like, do not give me that rep. I just found the jersey, so I wore it.
So right now I'm running from Dark Ice because I've called him a John Cena fan. Which is, I'm loving the camera right now. It's so hectic. What's
So
going
hectic,
on?
like what the hell is like? It looks like there's an earthquake going on. Like.
Oh, there was.
Well, of course, yeah. We took bumps. So of course
Yeah,
there's
no,
an
we were
earthquake.
running, man. We're like T-Rexes, when they bounce on the ground.
We literally
Rough's unfair.
tore apart the tectonic plates of Earth at this moment. T-Rex versus the Allosaurus and Spinosaurus, sorry.
Yeah,
So
spectators.
my, doctorate in dinosaurs.
It's more of a velociraptor versus a polar bear.
Even the loner driver's looking.
Yeah.
That's
Say
bad
that,
driving.
That was a very wog hit. I was literally
Oh
like,
shit! That's not ours. Look,
That
hey,
bin
don't break.
bump is actually one of my favourites of all time.
It's been over the budget, you know.
I don't know why. It's just one of the ones I look back on when we talk about SPWS. It's always the bin bump.
I'm glad that I somehow the cookie tin has come back.
How the hell did that get all the way
That
down
doesn't
there?
work.
Well, it's a magical
dragged it.
cookie tin.
Excellent,
The
excellent.
reason I'm so fat is because it's a magical cookie tin that never ended.
Chaos here now. You go for an STF or something here.
Variation, anyway.
Just grab the Adam's apple and try and pull it out.
It's a brutality.
So is this on a Saturday?
Get off him, come on.
Fuck.
Is this on a weekend or
Yeah,
No,
so
it's definitely on a weekend.
definitely a weekend? So if this may have been a Saturday where there was their little after party, a little bit of drinking taking place,
Definitely.
maybe rewatching the footage and enjoying a bit of SPWS like we are right now.
How's the echo out
Of
here?
course, yeah.
Also, I just want to point out another little fun fact.
the
Right now, we're
playground.
doing all this wrestling, this hardcore stuff, after my parents specifically told me not to do it.
Well,
So we are currently
Hey man,
rebelling.
careful, that's the man's stomach.
hey, that should get a He's Hardcore chant, that's for sure.
Maybe I like that.
Where was that from?
I don't know.
What you get?
I never really improved
Oh, you wanna give?
with Dark Acid Place not letting into backyard wrestling, so I did my utmost to make sure.
Oh, look at now.
That's why I love getting my ass kicked by him.
And I did the same, I'd kick his ass as hard as I could to try and rub it in the face of my parents. And I'd be angry at my parents, they don't want me to do it, so I'd take it out on Chaos.
It's like the XCW Don't Try This at Home video. Careers ended in an instant. Guys, my mum said I can't wrestle anymore.
Only two.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really apply to me. My mum said I can't wrestle anymore. I told her to get fucked.
Well, that's the way, that's the attitude, that's the SPWS attitude.
Smoke some pop.
We were anarchists. We didn't give a
I
fuck.
just got that.
That's not very nice.
Thank God no one else is here to actually to inform us what an anarchist really is in political terms, because I'm pretty sure that they would, and would probably get really pissed off and they can suck a dick.
I'm sure once this recording is over, then we'll hear all about it.
Of course.
Yes.
And Chaos ascending to the top of the fireman pole.
This is where I was like, I've done something wrong because I've never done a pull-up in my life, so I can pull myself back up. And see, as you can see, it's taken the wind out of me.
If this were a video game, that health bar would have gone right down.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Stamina would have gone with like the first kick,
Chaos had a finisher stored and it just deleted itself.
basically. This is where I'm looking for the cookie tin, seeing if there's any cookies still left in it. They're my sins of these.
So I just wanted to cuddle with the referee.
So
Yeah,
considering
like,
this match is an all-out brawl, were you guys thinking of what your finishing moves were going to be at this stage, or you hadn't quite thought that out yet?
Definitely not.
I'm pretty sure we were going to go back to the house after this, but as you'll see later, the referee and everyone starts getting antsy because the neighbours and everything have walked out and watching us do this in the park.
Yes.
And we were getting a little bit nervous, so
Yeah, of course.
At one point, I thought I wasn't ready to get
Just random hurting.
tripped you up.
I'm pretty confident this move doesn't hurt and it's not effective at all, but I sold the shit out of it. And attacked the referee.
Aggressive dark glass.
If I'm going to tap out, you're not seeing it. Fuck you.
Of course, there's Alan again, our super slow fan.
Sitting down. Yeah, what a champion on camera.
Oh, there we
Straight
go.
to the next
Another low blow there.
This is why my kids will end up with like fists indented in their foreheads. I quite like this bit. This is when
Ripping him like a government mule.
Kaos is not actually in pain at this point. He's enjoying himself.
Of course, as we've grown to know.
That's
I
cool.
don't know. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Well.
Well, I am sadomasochistic, so.
That's my attempt at actually trying to open up the cut that I created with the mini cheese grater.
Gotcha. So I did notice a little bit of blood there.
It's a tiny bit, yeah. There's a.
Wasn't sure if it was the face paint or not.
Oh, it was hectic, man. There was an entire drop of blood on his forehead, and it was just out of control.
And that big fat fucking.
Yeah, man, you have it. You just have it, bro.
Oh god.
There we go. Whoa.
Oh.
And that's
That
the good
hurt
thing.
like shit.
If we fell, it actually looked like someone made you fall down.
Yeah.
I bet that would
Turn
hurt.
serve with the whip, with the belt. Absolutely fantastic.
This shit's funny.
A hysterical laughter in the background.
Random
That
shit.
was my thing.
Well, you know.
Attempted an evasion there from Dark Ice.
I wasn't going to have any of that.
No, we do a similar leg drop as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did the exact same leg drop when I first started. You cross the leg just in case you're gonna hurt
There we
yourself.
go.
Yeah, there we go. Current
Here comes the
finisher.
choke out. Isn't that funny? All these years later, it ended up becoming the finishing
Come on,
hold.
he's not giving
Well,
up.
it's like my
He's not giving up.
it's like my atom bomb, you know. Like I kept it there, and I bring it out when I need to get rid of Japanese people. So,
Did this shit, I'm straight back up, you know.
exactly. Well, we're tough cookies.
What even is selling?
Exactly. I believe it's the process of transferring money for an object
Okay.
or services.
Goods and services.
Use the hill.
That's correct. Yes. Thank you for that.
Like the beer we've bought.
Yes. This commentary is
Heineken
sponsored
Lager
by
beer.
Heineken Lager.
Premium quality.
And there we go. Of course, Ice having to make sure that he knows he's the skinniest person in the match.
Oh, and oh man, the wind behind that kick knocked him down. And is a referee even fucking capable of doing a count because he's been beating the shit out
And
of.
the cookie tin lid just pops up out of it.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
The fuck you, like.
We were synonymous as being the most scary people in ICWS.
Look how far away the referee ran.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'm pretty sure security was also watching us at this point as well.
Have they arrived yet? Have
Yeah.
they? Okay.
There they are.
Okay,
Yeah,
got ya.
there's the-
And here comes the
And
infamous
this-
tumble.
Yeah.
This is not me overselling. This is legitimate. Well, you can't see the angle of the hill, but that was a legitimate tumble out of control. I could not stop at all. That was not overselling.
I remember that from the MV, and I always was entertained by
As you
it.
can
This
see,
camera
shit,
just
we're
does
out of
not do the
battery,
hill
yeah.
justice.
As you can see, there's a storm drain. The story behind this park, why I love it so much, is we used to block that storm
Almost out
drain
of battery.
on a very rainy day, and this was our
You right,
public
filming?
pool.
No,
We had a basketball court right in the middle. It was a pretty good public pool.
Excellent.
And that in the background there, the blue oval in the playground was also a prominent sex spot.
Yes. Tiana, if you're listening, I still remember.
Many a sucked cock in that barrel.
Yes. As you can see with my strut, I'm looking back on those moments.
People
That's a
rocking up
big
to the
part,
park
man.
the next day and wondering why the inside of the barrel was wet and not the outside, and it hadn't been raining. Questions were asked, but
Oh.
we weren't prepared to answer.
Of course, you had Chaos Reigns carved in with like a Swiss Army knife.
I love that everywhere you guys go, you just see these weapons tumble into the background.
Yeah,
like-
just come flying in, you know. Like, we got a force behind us where weapons just draw to us. So every now and then you'll see them come flying in. That's because we've activated our power to draw the weapons
Got
in.
ya, yeah, that's it.
And
You're going to have
yeah.
one superpower. It
Don't
may as
even
well be
know
the
what I
power
just
to
threw.
make weapons rain down from the heavens.
Oh, and the clipboard again to the back of the head. This match has descended into. Look at the exhaustion can
See
be.
that view just then. You can see the full moon.
Yeah. In his spare time, he's a plumber. Kick to the gut there. This,
Infamous double knockout spot.
The double KO.
Out in our feet.
And that was a fart.
If that didn't come through the microphone,
It was either a fart or it was
I just
Luke
farted.
Monet talking.
That's the security car.
I
in the
love that
background.
it's just, you guys just keep going and going and going until one can't go anymore.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be over quite soon because I literally am beating the dark
You
cuts.
probably hear it in the background, obviously, everyone telling us to wrap it up because they're getting anxious and about it. The silver car in the background, and if you see it, if Chaos comes
Security
around
guard.
a little further, is the security car just there in the background,
Gotcha.
just watching on. So
I mean, I'm hoping he's watching it and seeing that it's clearly a wrestling match with a referee doing
Wrap it up.
I do
count
remember
attempt and all that.
after we
Massive
stopped
chair
the
shot.
match, I walked right up to the driver's side window and asked the guy, "Can I help you?"
Oh, really?
Slam him onto
Because
the
I
chair.
don't have a sense of authority against me. I don't like when people put
Just
their
before the
authority
battery
on me.
runs out.
don't like authority, mate. The infamous
Hurry up on the
DDT.
Here we go.
This is it.
Oh, man. MC Cruel, Dan Zeppelin hit your hand.
That
Like a
big.
lightning
Wrap it up.
strike.
Oh man, look how small my
Pin it,
gut was
pin it.
back then. Jesus Christ, that was
Alright,
hot.
do it
You
quick.
were.
Triangle choke.
Because I'm too fat to roll my body around in another place. So.
1, 2, 3, and there we go. Dark Ice has been choked out in the main event of the first ever Suburban Perth Wrestling Society show, Hardcore Beginning.
And that was my main role here, you know. My job was to put Chaos over.
That's it.
Mate, Chaos, your number one guy.
Yep, it's his house, his federation, that he was the main guy behind it. So I know he'll probably try and say otherwise, but
No, not that.
he was
And,
the one that brought it about. So
It was pretty much, we conceived it because we wanted something.
Yeah. And, well, that brings us to the end of Hardcore Beginning. 2 great matches.
Two great
MC
wrestlers.
Cruel defeating Dan Zeplin in the first matchup, and Killawatt Kaos all the way to the park, choking out Dark Ice in the main event.
That's it.
Any final thoughts on the first ever SPWS show, guys?
by God, we were terrible.
We were. But I still love how you can see, like, the best spots that we ever had was the improvised bits.
Yeah.
It literally was. That's why we hardly plan anything. We improvise it because we know each other inside and out.
That's it.
And I do mean inside.
And and I guess you could say that was the first time that you could go to the park and see a different form of dog shit taking place.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it, man.
No, but great little brawl there. I'm a fan of any style of backyard wrestling except for TCW. But thank you guys for joining me with this director's
welcome.
commentary. We'll be cracking on with Crash Course momentarily.
Nice.
So thank you everyone out there for watching the first ever SPWS event. I'm sure it means a lot to Ice and Chaos for you guys to see a little bit of their history.
Yeah, it's
good.
great. Just on that note, November 29th, 2009 that was.
Excellent.
I did not know that. I've taken too many pills.
Well, thank you guys. And we will be with you next time for SPWS Crash Course.
Fuck off.
That's hardcore.